Hello, my name is Rachelle Parker from the Be Filled podcast, and welcome to our brand new YouTube channel. Today is a really exciting day. I will be releasing the first episode of the podcast here on this channel. It originally released in September of last year, and we have 2 seasons so far. We are preparing to record our third season here in just a couple weeks. So I thought I would just share a little bit about the podcast, how it came about, and what you can expect going forward. First of all, I am not on the show by myself. I have three of my friends, Katie Davis, Patty Strauss, and Sister Cecilia Ann, who are on the show with me. And in that first episode that's coming out today, we do introduce ourselves a little bit and talk about the podcast and what it's about. But the show really came out of a desire for us to help people to better understand John Paul II's teaching on the theology of the body. And the idea was to give those in our diocese a familiar face or voice to listen to about this topic. Our Catholic schools and our parish school of religion all started teaching theology of the body, just more in an intentional way when we decided to do this podcast. So we just wanted to be sort of another resource for people. We never imagined that it would spread to, as of right now, 30 states and 9 countries. It is pretty humbling and very exciting. So, what is theology of the body? You may have heard of it before, you may not have. I personally didn't grow up Catholic, and so writings and teachings of popes, that wasn't really on my radar. And so I just discovered it 6 years ago. And what I have found in this teaching, really, it's a Bible study. So it's all there, it's all in scripture. But John Paul II unfolds it in just such a beautiful way. But what I have found really are answers to the questions that we all have. Who are we, and how can we truly be happy? So, Theology of the Body is the title of a series of talks that John Paul II gave when he was Pope from 1979 to 1984. And then later, those talks were put into a book. And I really think that we are just now seeing the significance of this teaching and just the meaning of our bodies and how we are made to love. So, our podcast, the hope is that we can summarize this teaching, make it digestible, and really try to apply it to our everyday life. So, we hope that we can lead others to a deeper understanding of church teaching and why we teach what we teach and what we believe. So, it's just so incredibly important, and it applies directly to things that our culture is really grappling with right now. And so, just to give you an idea of what to expect, in the first season, we're really just addressing some preliminary topics before really diving into the text of theology of the body. We look at how our views about God can affect our view of morality and of the church. We also look at the topic of human freedom and what does that mean? What are some definitions of what it means to be free, and how can we truly be happy in our lives? And then I get this amazing privilege of interviewing Father Alan Kirchner, who is one of our diocesan priests, to really introduce the text of theology of the body. And it is a lot of fun talking with him. And you're going to notice a significant improvement in the sound when you get to that episode. My husband and one of our really good friends, Landon, decided to help us out in purchasing some upgraded equipment. And so, if you are struggling with the sound here in these beginning episodes, if you can hold on, it does get a lot better. And I am so, so grateful for that. So then in season 2, that's when we really get into the text of theology of the body. And it's set up so that you can read the text yourself and then listen to our discussion. but you don't have to. If you feel just not quite ready for that, it is a lot to read. And so, if you're not quite ready for that, but you want to understand more, I do my best to summarize that section that we're on. And then we just break it open in discussion and talk about what does this mean? How can we apply this to our everyday life? There's also discussion questions in the show description so that you can go a little bit deeper in your own prayer, or you could gather some friends together and study together and go through the questions. There's just so many different ways that you could use that. We also want to have guests on the show. So we've had a couple of those, just people that I know have had an encounter with theology of the body, and it's had a huge impact on their life. So they get to share their story and just kind of break that open in a different way. And it's nice to have different voices on the show too. So hopefully we'll have more of those coming up. So, what's so special about this YouTube channel? Well, my hope is to offer additional content that you can't get anywhere else. Obviously, videos, a little bit more commentary. I will definitely get the other ladies on here to share a little bit with you as well. So I'm really hoping that it can be just a great platform and have more interaction with all of you. If you listen to the show and you enjoy it and think it's something that needs to be spread, please subscribe and share with others. We would absolutely love that. And just know that we are praying for you, and we're just so grateful that you are coming on this journey with us, and we truly hope you enjoy. God bless.